the ticket price. This does not shock me at all. What did I say earlier? The WNBA was about to F around and find out, and these rival teams were going to be in a lot of trouble. Well, they're finding out.
How can the absence of just one player cause ticket prices for a single game to crash by 71%? We're talking about Caitlin Clark. Just take a look at the Fever versus Sky matchup. Ticket prices plummeted from $86 to $25 overnight. That's not a league-wide trend. That's the real-time impact of a single super.
Caitlin Clark effect has been a net positive for the WNBA and all of its teams. But the star guard expected to miss a...
And Clark is the only true game-changer in the league? And will Angel Reese struggle to shine in her shadow? Let's break down the stunning numbers behind this WNBA situation and uncover what's really going on.
Well, now might be the time to hit the panic button. 48 hours after news hits that Caitlin Clark is injured and she'll be missing 2 weeks, the market has responded and the market has told the WNBA, we don't want this. We want her, but we don't want this.
Before her injury, every Fever game was a must-see event. Fans were paying get-in prices in the low 80s for certain matchups. The hype around Caitlin Clark was so intense that teams began making bold moves to cash in. Take the Chicago Sky, for example. They moved their matchup with the Fever from the 10,400-seat Wintrust Arena to the massive 21,000-seat United Center. That's not just a small shift. It was a clear bet that Clark alone could pack an NBA-sized arena. But the moment Clark went down, everything changed. The drop in demand was immediate and dramatic.
And now that Caitlin Clark is injured, the ticket prices for the Fever and Sky game just plummeted to Hades.
Let's dig into the details. Take the Fever versus Sky game at the United Center. Before the news of Caitlin Clark's injury, the cheapest ticket was $86. Once she was ruled out, that price plummeted to $25, a staggering 71% drop, and it happened almost overnight. A similar story unfolded in Baltimore, where the Fever were set to face the Mystics. Before the injury, the get-in price was $41. After the news broke, it dropped to $22, a 47% free.
They stink now. Yeah, it's about me too. No, it's not, and this is proof.
Even games at smaller venues, like the Dreams Gateway Center Arena, saw ticket prices soar when Caitlin Clark was expected to play. Get-in prices hit as high as 147s, driven by her presence alone. She wasn't just boosting demand for 1 or 2 games, Clark was setting the market across the entire... If you look at the 5 Fever games leading up to June 10th, the average ticket price dropped from $137 to $80 after Caitlin Clark's injury. That's a 42% decline in just a couple of weeks. These aren't small shifts. This is a loud and clear message from fans. No Clark, no sale. The demand for tickets is directly tied to her being on the court, and when she's not, fans simply aren't showing the same level of interest. You can feel the energy deflate in the arena, celebration of the rising popularity of women's basketball, a showcase for both Caitlin Clark and the league's new generation of stars. But when Clark couldn't play, the plan backfired. Instead of a sold-out crowd, the Sky were left staring at thousands of empty seats. The league's gamble on Clark's drawing power was exposed in real time. And it's not just about ticket prices. Attendance, energy, and the entire game day atmosphere take a noticeable hit when she isn't your typical star injury story, where fans might grumble but still show up. The WNBA's numbers make one thing clear. Clark's absence is a crisis. Yes, the league has seen growth, but it's dangerously concentrated around just one player. If her injury can cause this kind of collapse in demand, what does that say about the league's foundation? There isn't a deep bench of marketable stars ready to fill the gap, at least not yet. The WNBA is facing a reality check it can't afford. Now that Clark is sidelined, everyone's searching for someone to step up. There's a lot of talk about who that should be. And if you've been following women's basketball, you know one name.
And we have plenty of evidence that proves Angel Reese is not qualified to carry the lead.
Angel Reese finds herself in a tough spot with Clark out. The spotlight swings heavily in her direction, and the league is watching closely to see if she can carry the load. Reese is everywhere. Her style, swagger, and presence off the court keep her in the conversation. She's never been shy about her impact and has even said that fans tune in just to watch her. There's no question she's built a huge personal brand, but here's where the numbers tell a different story. When Clark isn't on the floor, all the pressure falls on Reese to prove she's just as much of a draw. And so far the market's answer is clear, not quite. Let's take another look at what happened with the Chicago.
The get-in tickets for the Fever's rivalry game against the Chicago Sky on June 7th are down 71% from $86 to $25.
Team didn't move games to the Giant United Center just for fun. They were counting on the Reese versus Clark rivalry to pack the seats and create a must-see event. But when Clark was ruled out, ticket demand dropped sharply. Suddenly, the arena felt way too big for the occasion, and the excitement fizzled, and this wasn't just...
These prices are going to continue to drop.
The league hoped Reese's popularity would keep interest high, but the results told a different story. The impact went beyond Chicago. Take the Mystics versus Fever game, another test of Reese's star power.
Fever game versus the Mystics at CFG Bank Arena in Baltimore has a get-in price of $22.
Oh my God, look how many people are selling tickets.